Hi, Capricorn. It's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another awesome reading. We do. And we start with Discovery, Capricorn. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and anybody who resonates with this reading, because it can have to do with Capricorn placements in your chart. It could have to do with Capricorn placements in somebody else's chart. Yeah, it could. The person who you are, who's on your mind, it could definitely. So we have Discovery, and he's a minor, right? I don't mean a minor. He's under 18. No, I don't mean that. And he's discovered himself and he knows himself. No. Usually takes longer than 18, but hey, it could happen for some, right? It usually definitely does. You don't even have your first Saturn return. No, I mean, yeah, it's no, not as an adult. And we have friends and colleagues, the people card. So this discovery, somebody understands something about themselves or discovers something, right? Maybe they have discovered that you are a gem, possibly Capricorn, or you're golden, possibly. We have the people card, friends and colleagues. Yeah, and maybe this person is a friend. Maybe this is all about you. We're going to see. And the sacred temple. This is where somebody kind of meditates, or they really believe in spirit, right? And so they kind of dwell in the sacred temple. It's about trusting your intuition. It's about understanding yourself in this reading. And it's about understanding who may be very important to you. Maybe this person, you work with them, a friend or colleague possibly, or, but this can also be simply you guys are friends. There's something to this reading where there's like somebody discovers that you are a support system, or, camaraderie, right? Let's see what we have, Capricorn. And we're using these cards. My home is my castle. Okay, that's very interesting. And let's see what else we have for you guys, Capricorn. And now we have treasured memories. This may be somebody from your past, right? And this could be somebody you just kind of worked with or some. It really could be. And they realize just by working with you that you're like the best, right? The best in the West. It could be. And my home is my castle. And this is a number 12, which is a number 3. This is about manifesting probably a home with somebody here. It definitely could be. My home is my castle. Yeah, wow, that's a trip. And so let's see what else we have for you guys, Capricorn. We're gonna get one more card here. Let's see what we got. I feel like somebody wants a home with you. I feel like they do. My dear friend. Yeah, this person is your friend, Capricorn. Right? And here she is, and she's riding a reindeer. She is, and her hair is kind of a trip here. It's kind of, looks like part of these antlers. And this is an 11. 7 and 4 is an 11. This is about 2 people. This person, they could be writing to you, or not writing, but texting. But I feel like they're going to communicate. Yeah, and there's some type of cycle ends, because this is a 9 here. Something ends in this reading. There's a completion. Maybe it's just discovering that you're so wonderful. Could be. Let's get another card. Let's get another deck here to just kind of keep this kind of, kind of flowing here. Let's get another deck. And I really wanted those cards. Let's see what we have, you guys. Okay. All right, Capricorn, I beg your pardon. Let's use this deck here. I'm trying to find a specific deck that is not here in my, my kind of site here. We have the Meditator, the lady, right? And so this is Leo and Pisces energy. Wow. So when we see Leo here, this can be about love. It can be about creative interests, definitely. And we see Pisces here. Pisces is about your intuition. It is about transcending, and she is meditating. We have the sacred temple. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. And we have the actor. So the actor is somebody who kind of rehearses their script about what they're going to say. And I set up here, I feel like somebody's going to communicate with you here. He's reading the script, and he's like, whatever he's reading here, it's either I mean, for sometimes it's about lying, but there's no lying up here, deception. No, there's not. So this is about, I have to carefully plan my words. Here's the Gemini glyph, which is about communication. And maybe somebody's Gemini, Leo, Pisces, or yeah, it could be. And now we have the perfect couple. Look at that. And here they are with their hands. They're dancing, and this is like their engagement party. It really is. Here's Libra, the Libra glyph, which is the house of partnerships, right? Relationships definitely is harmony and balance and the scales and all that. But this is the perfect couple, and she's dancing holding the rose he gave her, and they're both just looking into each other's eyes like, you're the one. And here we have Venus. Venus is about love, right? And so this is love and beauty with the Libra, right? And so and it can be about Taurus because Venus is there, of course, and Venus represents both Taurus and Libra. Somebody has some treasured memories, and they are over at the sacred temple meditating or dreaming about you. Could be visualizations, definitely could be. So let's see what else we have, Capricorn. And we will use, let's see what we have. We're going to use this deck here to kind of complement this other deck. See what we got. You guys want to get your psychic reading? I don't know if I mentioned that. Did I mention that? The psychic reading? I'm not really sure here. Let's see what we have. So you can get a psychic reading. I'm accurate. To help you with your own insight, life, life aspects, career, or, maybe a cycle that you're in, something like that, or anything that is really important to you, or about somebody else, a lover or a person of interest. I definitely can do that. Silva Grad, I'm accurate. We do the tarot spread at the end of that. Yeah, so you get 2 unique insights. Let's see what we have here. Ace of Swords to start the reading. Okay. So Ace of Swords is a new beginning, but it's also clarity at its finest, at its purest level. And we have the King of Pentacles. There's you, Capricorn. The 8 of Swords. Somebody knows here. Remember I said they're a friend, or they feel like you support them in some way. Here's the clarity, Ace of Swords. The crossing energy is you, most likely, Capricorn, unless there's another earth sign here, and there really could be Virgo or Taurus or another Cap. Ace of Pentacles, 2 aces, and the 8 of Swords. There's a release, and I said something goes away in this reading, and I say it in most of my readings, but because we have these powerful realizations, and we seem to have a lot of spiritual growth in your readings. Of course, here is the woman who, the Indian lady here, who's a very, very nice lady here. She's meditating, and so here she is. And then we have the sacred temples. This is about spiritual growth, trusting your intuition. The sun is reversed. The 4 of Pentacles is reversed. Very interesting. Temperance up in the upright. The 5 of Pentacles. And something is left here, you see. Something's rejected or left behind or resisted. Because here he is, the 4 of Cups, Capricorn, and he's rejecting something, right? So we start here. The overall energy is a major clarity. It can be a victory, right? The Ace of Swords. There is a victory in this reading, a victory of clarity in somebody's life. And maybe there was fogginess because we have the Pisces glyph here. Pisces can talks about fogginess sometimes, the mist, right? The clouds, kind of. It really can. It can also talk about fantasy, right? Which is kind of the mist or the clouds and things like that, fantasy. But on the lower side is maybe confusion or kind of like fogginess, a blur kind of. And so but here we see her meditating. She's in her higher self. She has transcended, and Pisces is also about transcendence. This is overcoming obstacles with your intuition, with your higher self. And that is the higher energy of Pisces, and that is really the path or the kind of the goal for Pisces, right? Every sign really has its goal, which is really ascending to your higher self, right? And when you get your chart, it just explains it all, right? Because we see all the other transits that are confirming what that is, not just your sun sign, right? No, heck no. Let's see, we have with the King of Pentacles shows up in the crossing energy with the Justice card. Okay, now you might be going, okay, but this is a different Justice card. She's blindfolded. She already made a decision because her sword is down and she's holding the scales. So somebody made a decision here and they don't know what's going to come of it. They don't know if they're going to have possibly harmony and balance, because Justice can speak about that. Or they don't know if they're going to maybe kind of reap some kind of karmic, have to deal with karmic lessons possibly. But there's wisdom here, and Justice speaks of wisdom. Somebody could have made a wise decision because they're trusting their intuition. It's always a wise decision, right? It's not like, when you trust your intuition, you just go with how it feels. Does it feel good? Yeah. And not this false kind of, it just feels natural. It feels like you're aligned with it. It's not a fake, you feel good about it because, hey, that looks so great, right? Wow. And I mean, it's not as simple as that, right? But it's very simple in that you feel aligned, you feel relaxed, and you feel good about it. And you're not feeling, like kind of fear or, any of that. Doubts, I should say. You're not feeling that. So she made the decision here, a wise decision. And I feel like she's hoping for justice. I feel like that's what the depiction is. Eight of Swords is showing up here. This could be, I hope for fairness. It could be, I hope my wise decision renders, harmony and balance into my life. And we have the Chariot. And this is a different Chariot, right? We have, we have the kind of the young Olympian. I feel like that's what you call them. I'm not really sure. The driver, I don't think he's called the Chariot. No, but hey, I feel like it is the vehicle here. This is getting into the driver's seat of your own life, right? Basically. But here's the lion, and he's sleeping, right? He's sleeping, and so the lion is about courage, but he's blocked by the lion. So the Eight of Swords, something gets released. The Eight of Swords is something's repressing me. Something feels repressive. I got to let it suppressive, or right, you could be suppressing your own kind of, or something feels like I feel stuck and kind of encumbered or maybe entangled by something, but I need to, it's heavy. I need to release it. And here is the Chariot, and whatever, something was blocking somebody here, Capricorn. There was a blockage here. And these blockages were blocking a friend, somebody who's a friend to you, who loves you. That's how this reading is coming up here. Ace of Pentacles sits in the past. This is clearing the way to have a new opportunity that is a brand new beginning, that is stable, that I really believe in. The Pentacles are about your values, that I value. Four of Cups, which is the card of kind of, I don't want this, it's boring, I'm disappointed, I'm not into this, or I'm not aligned with that, I don't want it. Here's the Queen of Swords. She's looking into her mirror, and she kind of has that's not her face here. It's really interesting. It's a different face. It's almost like she sees kind of a man there with like a different hat, because she's wearing a crown, right, with these butterflies on it. She is. And her sword's down. And so this is, showing up with the Four of Cups here. This is kind of like, well, I've discerned this for a long time, and I'm taking a good look at myself in the mirror. I don't want this over here anymore. I don't want something here. This Queen of Swords, yeah, and the Sun's reversed, Capricorn, in the near future. Interesting, there might be a Leo here who, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is kind of, somebody might have had ego. When we see the Sun card reversed, it can be ego, like in a bad way. Now, I'm not, because Leo can be about ego, right? In the upright, it is not about ego. In the upright, it is about power and clarity of kind of who you are, and right. But in the reverse, it can be kind of a loss of power because the Sun is about power and success and many things. But in the reverse, can be an ego. We have, ego that has kind of hampered somebody. Possibly, it definitely could be. But we have this here with this Page of Pentacles, who is doing a handstand here, basically, with the pentacle between his legs. Somebody's coming forward. This person's coming forward with a message that I'm going to be very so humble. Yeah, because this card, Sun card reverse is, it's not. I'm not humble. I'm egotistical. And here he's being ever so humble. So somebody's coming forward to tell you, you know what? I'm going to be so good to you. And, yeah, I'm not going to be the way I was before. Whatever that was. Yeah. And that's, maybe egotistical, right? The Four of Pentacles reversed is the concern. And this is letting something go, no longer holding on to something. Yeah, it's letting something go. We have the Death card here. And interesting with the Death card here, it's kind of, it shows less transformation. The only thing that is there is the sun. So here's the skeleton, dead. His sword's down, the cup's down, the pentacle's down. And where's the wand? The wand is somewhere here. I'm not sure where it is. But the point about this card, though, is that this is not the typical death card. No, it's not. And so the concern here is to let something really die. And not transform it. It's just to let it go. And so that's what's happening here in this with the Four of Pentacles. Your person or you, Capricorn, let something go that is no longer aligned with you or no longer what you want, right? No longer like within your flow, kind of. But Four of Pentacles, Death card here. This is not transformation. And Four of Pentacles, letting something go. Something really ends here. Something or somebody gets let go. Right? Yeah, interesting. And, this could talk about you worked with somebody who maybe fired you, who loves you. It could be, it's funny. It's not funny, but it can be, very specific for a specific somebody. Somebody could have got fired here. And then the boss turns around and realizes that they love you. Yeah, it's kind of a trip. And it could. Temperance shows up in the environment. It could be a Sag, could be spiritual growth, to bringing harmony and balance, self-mastery. Knight of Pentacles, that's you. Queen of Pentacles, wow, Capricorn. Here's the King over here. So the Queen in this particular reading is, here is the peacock, the white peacock, very interesting. This definitely talks about somebody who is kind of adored, or somebody who is thought of as just high echelon, or just so wonderful. And here's the Hierophant. And so this deck here, he's worried about a decision he made or about some value he had, something like that. He could be worried that whatever he wants that is very kind of solid will not work out for him. It's a number 5, and the Hierophant is typically about being the smart teacher. And he's got his finger on his head like, well, I wonder if that's going to work out. He's holding the rosary like, I hope so, right? He's like praying with the rosary there. And somebody is praying here that I feel like they had ego in this reading with the sun reversed. I'm pretty sure they had a bad ego here. They could have been Leo who did something mean. We have a lot of cards here. I mean, Cancer's up here with the Chariot. Justice is Libra, and there's many here. But my point is here is I feel like somebody had ego in this reading. The hope here is the Five of Pentacles. They could be hoping you're not leaving them out, and they're leaving somebody out too, or something. Maybe it's just ego. And ego can show up as a third party because it is so destructive. Yeah, ego ruins relationships. It can get you fired. It can take you away from something that is very important to you because you were too prideful. I mean, the list goes on, right? And we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, this person I feel like is afraid, Capricorn, that you're going to be angry with him. Here's the page, and he had something to say, and here comes the mean bird, and he's pecking at him, and the page is crying out with his arm up, like trying to protect himself. And all he has to do is lift the sword. Well, duh. But hey, And the Knight of Cups is turned backwards with a cup. And so this person wants to return to you. We have treasured memories. And they either did something to you or maybe ignored you, or you weren't, they thought you weren't all that at the time. Or they had ego, or they had somebody else. I mean, they could be all of the above. It really could be. And in the potential outcome here, I also feel like somebody is leaving somebody out here right here could be I'm leaving somebody out, or I have so much lack in my life, uh, and I want this Knight of Cups. And so if somebody's leaving somebody out here, they could be, that person could be scorned. Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. And Ten of Pentacles showing up in the potential outcome. It shows up with the Chariot. Here's the Chariot, and this lion's going to get up and move because he's not ready to go. But this is overcoming and triumph. It's winning with the Ten of Pentacles. It's this is, a card of completion. This is getting what you wish here and winning and overcoming any obstacles that there were here. And somebody's worried about obstacles. They sure are, right? We're going to end this reading, Capricorn. It's really beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me here. And in the membership is a Tree of Life reading, if you'd like to see that for you, Capricorn. And as you guys know, I am uploading every week to the membership. Yeah, I am. So thanks so much for joining me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little red bell. It's not red, you guys. Hit the bell to inform you of any notifications of uploads. Thanks so much, you guys.